Well, good morning again, friends. And the first thing is this, at this special announcement time on here, don't panic, all right? Those immortal words from Dad's army. I have three things to inform you about. The first is this, I'm on holiday next week. It's the first time in 7 months, so I'm feeling a bit tired. So I'm going to take some time off. So from Monday to Sunday the 19th, there won't be any morning videos. Heather and I aren't going away, but my friend Jonathan Sloan, the minister of the OC, will be keeping an eye on things, and you can get his number from the man's telephone number if you require it. If you ring through, you'll get it on the answering machine. Now, secondly, the Presbytery of Temple Patrick, of which I am moderator this year, met and discussed when it would be appropriate for us all to re-enter our church buildings. The entire collective response from all 19 churches was the first week in September, and that has been agreed. Now, that might seem a terribly long way off, but we have in place a team from each church to oversee our getting back in a safe manner. Church is going to be very different then. But closer to the time, I will update you and show you a video of how we are going to operate in each case. We have to take on board the legislation from the executive and also from Church House. And there is considerable paperwork which has to be completed and approved before we can even begin. The fears of our members are also uppermost in our minds. Many are shielding at this time, friends, and we have to respect all of that. So the start date, therefore, for First Randallstown and Dunedin, God willing, will be Sunday the 20th of September when I'm back from holiday. Now, thirdly, Church House have asked me if I would take on an assistant minister. Now, both Kirk sessions have met, socially distancing of course, and have approved it. I think we all found how we benefited last year from having Steve with us. So for the next 2 years or thereabouts, Robert McFall and his wife Gillian and their 3 very young children will be joining us. Now, I believe that this is possibly a first for both churches, and we are all very excited at the prospect. Robert will be starting, God willing, on Sunday the 16th of August into our drive-in service. He will either do the reading or the prayer on that particular day. I should say that he is, like myself, a Londonderry man now. You know, that gets him off to a tremendous start right away, doesn't it? It really does. He is also almost half my age, so he has lots of energy. His home church is Ebrington Presbyterian, which has a long history of sound Reformed teaching and preaching. I know it well, and I look forward immensely to Robert's ministry amongst us. During my holidays in September, Robert will continue, again, God willing, with the morning videos so as to keep continuity. And both he and Willie Logan will complement each other at the drive-in services. Now, I commend these drive-in services to you, friends. Please feel safe at them. We have all measures in place, and we are having tremendous times. I've also posted, at the end of this, a photograph of Robert and his family. My friends, as I finish today, I commend you all to God's grace and mercy. At this very difficult time when contact is just so difficult and weather permitting as well, and hospital visits are either restricted or just complete and no. And my prayer is that God would surround you all with his loving arms and care. I want you to know that uppermost in my mind is your faith and your salvation. Many have found new faith in God during these lockdown months. The Lord continue to bless you. Many have experienced the sadness of the passing of a loved one, and like me, you continue to grieve and break your heart as and when you can. The Lord bless you and me both in this. Many have found life to be a struggle, with money, with health issues, and trying not to crack under tremendous strain. The Lord continue to bless you. But there are some who have enjoyed the slowness of the passage of time and have no desire to join the rat race again. And in your situation, the Lord bless you as he has blessed you. But as we get our church buildings ready for worship, let's remember that we are, as God's people, the church. And with God in our midst, we will prevail. We will be united. God willing, we will look back on this as a time when God was at work amongst us. And so on the 20th of September, God willing, we will, as the psalmist says, enter his gates with thanksgiving and his courts with praise, and we will give thanks to him and bless his name. My friends, the Lord continue to bless you all real good.